Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Steve Sarkisian before the game. Guys, he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only has he taken care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. The Longhorns offense will have the football first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Longhorns right after the huge play through the air back to the line. To throw, Manning. They go to the wide receiver screen. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The Rebels offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they'll be met by this defensive front which can wreak havoc. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Moving the pocket, it's Manning. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Got an alley. He's past the marker. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Nine-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
How many ways can I make you think? right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Out wide left, it's Moore. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
From the gun, it's Owens. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They're all over it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. Left side, it's Miller. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. On the ground with the counter. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Pulls it. Quick toss. No room to run, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. On the ground. Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to...
Touchdown, Rebels. Nice catch and good work afterwards. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give to the left. Maybe a crease. The 40. He's at the 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Motion from the back. He's not going to get there as the defense comes. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running to the left. Turning it on. He's at the 40. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Spits it out to the back. Back's looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Manning. Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Davison. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that 1st down.
Tells the run, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas! He got a step and just dusted the field. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work. Here comes the Texas offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Right side, it's Moore. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Arch is going to throw for it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, it's Smothers. Jumped on top of the pile.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside. It's Smothers. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Churns into the pile. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on fourth. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wide receiver going in motion. Manning rolls right. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Out wide right, it's Alvarez. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Rashad Downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half. But you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down and shoot. And I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Throwing Manning. Moving out to the right. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback changing the play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Hart's going to spin it again. The screen, and watch out. There we go. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Tries to hide the ball. Going on the bootleg for the 2. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts forward. That gets them back to within 10.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Using his legs, it's Simon. At the 35, he's open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 7 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Tar Heels with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Sends it back in motion. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Man, just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Alvarez. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from the edge.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip and tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most, picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Here's Manning to throw. Move to his right. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down. What a clutch play in the fourth quarter.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Moving to his left. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like
Right. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Arch Madness. Right side, it's Alvarez. At the 40, there he goes. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Turning it on! They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Manning with a play fake. Still looking to his right. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas! They build this
last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just can't.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so... When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.